Jmikola reporting live from the kitchen. So we're here, and your mom came over. Just hypothetically, let's say your mom comes over the previous weekend. She hasn't seen you in a very long time because you've been in Taiwan, and she brings delightful little things to share. This is some watermelon, and I want to tell you, it was. She did warn me. She wanted to give me a watermelon. She said it wasn't very sweet, but I think it was the gesture of, you're just back. We'd like to give you a watermelon anyway. Or maybe she just had extra watermelon in the fridge. I don't know. Could have just been playing the cards that week at ShopRite. Needless to say, she gives us this, and she's got the classic old Tupperware. I mean, nowadays we get the Pyrex with the lids and stuff like that, and you use these food takeout containers. But this is the old. This may be actually original Tupperware. I don't even think this is Rubbermaid. This is Rubbermaid. Okay, but my mom does have original Tupperware, and I feel like that was like cream of the crop back in the '80s. Just original Tupperware, Cutlow cutlery. In the I don't know where they are today, even though Aunt Michelle did just get some new ones. But Cutco, maybe, I think. Yes, Cutco. Back in the 70s was like really, I think, had a really great reputation. Maybe we go back, maybe they were worse off nice back then, and you just didn't get the word out. And so Cutco really marketed. But I'd be curious to go back in that, because if we had actual product reviews back then. Anyway, so Mom gives me this watermelon, and it's just been exuding water, and at this rate, they're going to turn. This is maybe how they make dried tofu or something. But we're basically just going to, I've been kind of straining it off and then eating the watermelon, and it wasn't that delicious. But in this case, I think I'm actually just going to just blend it up, because, the watermelon isn't fun to eat. And most of the seeds are gone, obviously, just a little white seeds, so I'm not too worried about these sticking around. But with the watermelon, it's not going to be very enjoyable eating it. But like watermelon as a drink is a special thing, and I know my mother has the same equipment that I'm going to show you right now. I don't think she would use it for this purpose, I would say. She definitely would use it to make pesto or something like that. But this, she got me this. This is the Braun 200 watt an immersion mixer. She got me this, I believe, when I was in college. I was making smoothies and stuff like that, and this was great at the time. This could have been either, I don't know if my mom got it herself, or she was motivated perhaps by Aunt Michelle, because Aunt Michelle with the kitchen gadgets, I tell you. But this is the Braun 200 watt, and I think my mom may have gotten me this before she had one herself. She had a smaller food processor. But anyway, at home, I used to use this, and I would bring it over for family affairs and functions. This was like a really useful thing. And this is back, I want to say, in the early 2000s, when I was in college, and then go by Grandpa's house and everything, cooking. But that said, this was one of my nice gadgets. There are some other kitchen gadgets that I enjoy, and perhaps we've been focusing too much on food with these episodes, and we should actually look at some of the gadgets, because there's actually a lot of stuff here, a lot of history of these gadgets. Anyway, so we'll explore that down the line, but let's just say, cut to the chase here, watermelon, it's not in its past its prime, we'll say, and we're just going to blend it in. You want to make sure the stick is down the bottom. If you're trying this up here, you're liable to get the stuff to shoot right out. So just get down to the bottom. Oh, see, and that's not what you want. That's not what you want right there. Okay. Especially with watermelon, if you're doing something thicker, you can definitely play around with some of those techniques. And I guess I should go through some of the Braun 200 watt techniques. But for watermelon, just stay at the bottom. You're not getting all the seeds. This is what the sacrifice you're making with you're making a mess of things. You're not going to get this if you have a Vitamix or some one of those really great blenders. But this gets the job done. You don't need to spend 3, 4. How much are Vitamix blenders now? It was one of the 10-year gifts for working at MongoDB. Give you a 2-month sabbatical and a Vitamix blender to tell you something about the quality of the Vitamix. I really enjoyed the sabbatical, but the Vitamix were still some of the 99%ers out there. We are holding out for some of the higher end items that were originally available, and we thought, oh, maybe they'll cycle. We got a little greedy. And now we're stuck with just a dwindling supply, and it's kind of like a prisoner's dilemma here of everyone in the 99% channel deciding, are we going to get the 10-year gift right now, or are we just going to try and wait? At the end, I think the true reward is going to be there's going to be nothing left, and everyone's just going to be redeeming those original, the plaques that you get. And so maybe now everyone's just going to get a plaque, and there's not going to be a refresher, and that original gift assortment was the gift to the original 99%ers, which you can say maybe this is the Trace 9s, I don't know. Anyway, back to the watermelon here. So the Braun, it made good work of it. You can see it's still got some of the white in there. It's probably hard to get on camera. So let's just do spoons in there. It's a little lumpy, but we'll try this out. You can also throw this in the fridge. This will tell you right off the bat. And Cynthia is going to tell me to stop drinking this. This, ladies and gentlemen, has turned. So we are not going to be drinking this watermelon today. But I would say, had I not blended, I might have not gotten the concentration of. It's probably way too past its prime. I wouldn't say unhealthily so, but it's definitely wasn't going to be a pleasant experience. So thank you for the Broad Blender for just letting us reach that conclusion much earlier, saving me from a tummy ache. And now we'll be jumping back to something we bought earlier in the week when we got those Rice Krispie treats in the previous episode, the LaCroix Guava Sao Paulo Naturally Essence. This is a guava flavored. The number one suggestion when I was in the Acme trying to pick up a 8 or 12 pack of this, hard to tell, but it's in shrinkflation these days. I think one of the best flavors was going to be passion fruit, and there might have been other few on the short list, but this was something that was available in Acme at the time that was still on that top 20 list. And there were a bunch of these lists, so I don't know if the top 20 I was using was the correct one. But needless to say, this is going to make a much smoother experience than drinking this somewhat sour watermelon juice. And that's good. It's a delight. I mean, when I can, I prefer non-flavored sparkling. Just get the plain flavor, and apparently that's typically out of stock. They're always pushing orange, lemon, and all these other things, but the guava LaCroix, not bad at all. So we're going to cozy up with another few episodes of what show are we watching? Never Have I Ever. Excellent program. Season 4. This might be the last. We'll see. I'm going to cozy up on the couch with that using thank you Andy Nee for the Netflix account, and we'll see how long that lasts. Okay, over and out, and have a great weekend, everybody. Bye bye.